Welcome back. My name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services. Decided to start this video in a different location. I don't feel camera ready with my hair. I'm getting away with it a little bit with wearing sunglasses, and I'm outside. And I wanted to talk about helping, encourage, and inviting your participants to turn on their cameras. There might be some good reasons why people have their cameras off. One of them might be that they don't feel like they're camera ready. And sometimes we definitely need to be okay with cameras off. There's children in the background, or other reasons why it's just not a good fit. So maybe sometimes have meetings without cameras. And I'll link the video that I talk about some different aspects of still facilitating engagement while your cameras are off. But this video is to talk about how do we try to encourage, invite, not necessarily trick people to turn on their cameras, but really facilitate a safe space. So this is all about facilitating connection, curiosity, fun, and a safe, engaging space to turn on cameras, because a lot of facilitators feel a lot more connected with their participants when the cameras are on. So I'm going to share a few ideas. Some of them are going to be here outside and some are going to be back in front of my computer. Being outside here, maybe have a meeting outside. So you're in a different space. Everyone feels a little bit more comfortable to be in a different space. Everyone's wearing sunglasses, or invite people to put on a hat, have a hat day meeting, or training session. So people don't always have to feel like they need to be camera ready, and make that part of the culture development that you're trying to facilitate as well. Being outside, maybe you have a meeting walking, maybe you are off camera for part of the meeting and then you turn on your cameras to showcase wherever you are. So get creative and be inspiring to create this and facilitate this space that people do feel comfortable to turn on their cameras. Now for the other ideas of what else you can do. Back at the desk with the lights and the mic and the camera, but still not completely camera ready with the hair. So I'm just being vulnerable, and that's part of being on camera. Sometimes people feel a little bit uncomfortable and vulnerable. I know we do get ourselves ready to go into the workplace. We always did, but we're not always with a mirror in front of us, or certainly not recording meetings. So the recording can be an important aspect as to how open and comfortable people feel that they can just be open and honest about their opinions, their thoughts, engaging with the learning or the meeting content, and be on camera without feeling like what they're saying is being recorded, and that's inhibiting and holding them back. So that's another way you can encourage people to be on camera, is to not record, and to make it, where some meetings where people are just not all, camera ready. That's okay if you want to foster that for your regular meetings as well. You can have prep people ahead of time as to how to add a virtual background. I'll link videos about that as well. And you might invite them, what was your favorite memory or place that you visited? If I share this is from a trip, and if I cover up my camera, I'm sharing the picture. But it's just a way to get people to turn on their cameras and share about an experience as well. So virtual backgrounds, you can use that too while I'm here, and I'll link videos related to all of these. If it's appropriate, you could have a meeting with avatars. If everyone has the most up-to-date Zoom, I really hope that my wish list Zoom is to add people, because I think that would be great. And you can get really creative. What's amazing is you can even combine an avatar with a virtual background, and that could be a video background or a still background. Haha. People could blur their background if it's a background situation for being on camera. And another fantastic way to get people to turn on cameras, this is maybe one of the most clever, well, I've got a few clever ways to get to encourage people to turn on their cameras, is to turn on an immersive view. So depending on the number of people that you have, what view you use. So you can upload your own or use the one that Zoom has in here, like a literal fireside chat, and include that. But if you want the whole group, definitely pick something that includes everybody as well. But it's amazing how people want to see themselves in the scene and in that context. And it's, again, not focusing on any individual person, you're focusing on something else. So that can really help. Have an activity where people draw on a piece of paper or a whiteboard. So you could mail out a package. I've got lots of different examples of whiteboards, or just a piece of paper. So you can ask a question and ask people to, especially if you have a small group and they don't have virtual backgrounds on, they're on camera, and you ask people to put it to the camera. And you can take a picture of everybody sharing something. You can have a sticky note, quickly write something and then show it up to the camera and play with this. Have a game. Remember show and tell back in elementary school when you were a kid? So either people can be prepared or on the spot. You can ask them to grab an object on their desk, and that they can then share about it. Why do they have that there? What's significant? And you can even have a brainstorming session, again, going back to the sticky notes. Definitely get creative with what is a show and tell that needs to include turning on the camera. And if people can't turn on their camera, always have an alternate option so no one feels judged, that they can type in chat what their word is or what picture they drew. So facilitate this safe, engaging experience that people can connect with each other and laugh and have fun and enjoy the space of being on camera. One hot tip for you as a facilitator as well is to definitely look into the camera so that people feel that they are connecting with you. But if the culture of the group that they work with day in and day out is typically off camera, these are some ideas of how to encourage people to turn on their camera for that particular meeting or learning experience in particular as well. I will list all of these ideas in the blog linked as well. If you're listening to this as the podcast, thank you for tuning in. If you're listening to and watching this in our YouTube channel, thanks for watching there as well. Whatever platform, whatever way that you prefer to connect with and receive information, thanks for being part of this. My name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services, author of the book, The Online Shift, 101 Pro Tips for Online Facilitators, Speakers, and Leaders. And even if you're moving to the hybrid or mixed audience method and mixed context of sometimes you're online, sometimes you're in person, which is the best of both worlds, this book is also going to be packed with a lot of engaging tips, but also thinking about that learning experience journey before, during, and after as well. What kinds of things could you improve on? Thanks for checking this out. My name is Patricia Regier, and until next time, I hope that you're able to facilitate engaging experiences to turn your audience into participants, and that you have some light bulb learning moments and some new ideas from this video. Oh, and now I do need to get camera ready because I've got to film a segment as a hi promo. I'm going to be your workshop facilitator, and it would be better if I had more camera ready hair, but it really is nice sometimes to, on purpose, intentionally, not have to be camera ready. If you liked it or this podcast or this blog, share, comment, like, and subscribe would be a great way to let me know that you like these videos and to share them with more people that need to have this encouragement and idea video of how to get people to turn on their cameras. Thanks again.